All right, today we're going to learn about how we're going to draw a realistic eye, and then inside that realistic eye, we're going to learn how to mix the color wheel. So the first thing you need is a blank piece of paper. On the back, you need to stop, put your name on it and your class code, and then flip that paper over so you should have a blank paper and your name and class code is on the back. All right, you're also going to get one of these lids that are passing out. All right, once you have your name on the back with your class code and your lid and your pencil, we can begin. The first thing you're going to do is take this circle and pretty much right in the middle of the page, you're going to trace around the circle. Okay? The next thing that you're going to do is make the shape of the eye. And a lot of the times when you're younger, you draw an eye that looks just like that, a big circle. Okay, but you guys are older and more mature and can handle more realistic eye. So this is going to be the shape of a football. I'm just going to make two little dots here to kind of give me a guideline. And what I'm going to do, and I might just turn my page, is all right, now that we have our circle drawn, this is actually going to be the part in our eye that's called the iris, and that's where typically your color of your eye is going to be. All right, the next step that we're going to draw is the shape of the eyelid that covers the eye. Okay, so I'm going to make two little dots here and here as guidelines of where I want this line to go, and it's going to kind of look like a football shape. I'm going to turn my paper here just to make this easier. And I'm going to make very light curved lines, okay, just in case I need to erase. And the bottom will be curved as well. I'm going to leave a space right here because we are drawing a more realistic eye. And if you've ever looked at your own eye in the mirror, you'll notice that you have something called a tear duct. All right, that's where tears come from, or in the morning when you wake up and you have those little, I don't know what you call them, little crusties. All right, everyone has them. All right, so we're just going to make kind of a curved line right here, and that's going to be where our tear duct is. And see, I'm already going to erase some of the shapes that I don't like. Okay, so get to that point and stop. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is just free draw a circle in the middle. That is going to be your pupil, and that is a black shape that can increase in size when it's dark and get very small and decrease in size when it's light. If you've ever gone to the doctor's office and they've dilated your eyes, you've seen your pupils really big. All right, so after you have your pupil, you're going to make an eyelid, and the eyelid is a line that is parallel to that first football shape that you made. Comes all the way down. Lower it a little bit. All right, if you want to be a little fancier, you can add a detail down here too. Okay. All right, and the next thing that we're going to add is the illusion that there is an actual eyeball. Okay, these are the eyelid shapes. There's actually a sphere happening behind your eye. So I'm going to draw a curved line like this. All right, now what I've seen students do is the opposite, a curved line like that. That's not what I want. All right, what I want is a curved line that mimics this line right here. All right, so it's going to mimic that curved line, almost like two parallel lines. Okay, and that's going to happen also over here. I'm drawing lightly, so if I want to erase, like I don't really like that line, gone. All right. The next thing we're going to add is eyelashes, and I know a lot of times boys think, oh, I don't want to draw eyelashes. Well, it's a fact. Everybody has them. All right, now you can decide if you want them to be short eyelashes or long eyelashes, but they're going to start right here, and typically the ones at the corner are a little bit longer, and they get a little bit smaller as you get to this area. All right, and eyelashes are in place to help protect our eyes, so dust and debris don't get into them. So even if you don't like drawing them, we still need them. All right, on the bottom of the eye, they're going to be a little bit smaller and a little bit fewer and far between. Okay, what I don't want to see is lines coming out like this. Okay, that's not an eyelash, and I would suggest taking a look in a mirror just to double check that that's not what's happening. Remember, we're drawing a realistic eye this time, and we're drawing what it actually looks like, not what you think it looks like. You might think that it's a straight line, but they're actually curved lines, okay? It's going to be a little curved too. Lots of eyelashes. In fact, I want some longer ones, just for me. Now, the next thing that we're going to draw is your eyebrow. And everyone has an eyebrow, or they have two, one for each eye. And it's the same kind of shape of your eye. It doesn't go straight across, all right? It curves. And some of you guys might actually have your eyebrow go off the page, and that's okay. And it actually adds interest to your artwork. Okay, these lines aren't going to be so much in order, okay? They might be a little sporadic. And just a fun little fact, Mona Lisa that we look at when we're in kinder and first grade doesn't have any eyebrows. I don't like telling you guys that when you're younger because I'm afraid you're going to go take your own eyebrows off. It was the fad back then. I don't know why. I'm glad it's gone because I really like having my eyebrows. Okay? These are actually going to be bigger, thicker lines. All right? And the last step in drawing, because we are going to make a color wheel here, is we're going to block off a section for our color wheel. So I'm going to make a straight line going across, and then I'm going to make two diagonal lines, but I'm going to try and make these spaces even. So I'm going to come right here, draw lightly just in case I need to erase. That looks good. And then there we go. Done. Get to a place where you're happy, and then stop because I'm going to give you directions on how.
Alright, welcome back, students. We're at the portion where we're going to be painting. Yay! Alright, we're not going to just paint with any paints, we're actually going to use watercolors. This is different from the temper cakes that we used before. Typically with that temper cakes, you kind of have to muscle through that temper cake. This is a completely different ball of wax. Okay, watercolors come in two different types of containers. Some are like liquids out of tubes, and then others, which is more typical for elementary, are in this situation. Now, when you're getting ready to paint, you guys know you kind of activate your paintbrush with water, and you're not going to muscle through this, okay? This is actually really soft. You just kind of have to lightly brush, maybe spin it around. You can pretty much guarantee that your paintbrush is loaded, okay? I don't want there to be puddles of water in here. I don't want you to, like, scoop it out. That is just a waste of watercolor, okay? So that aside, go ahead, or I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to activate the red. I'm going to swirl it around, and the red is going to be the first section I paint. All right, it's going to be at the very top, and when I'm painting, I like to outline the section first, kind of block it off so I know where I can go, and then carefully paint back and forth in one direction until it's completely full. Okay, red is part of the three primary colors, and we are going to paint the primary colors first. So that area is clear. I'm going to clean off my paintbrush, and then I'm going to go for the yellow. Go ahead and swirl that around. And we're going to skip this space because we're going to mix a secondary color there. I'm going to put a primary color here, yellow. Again, I'm going to block it off. Fill it in, side to side. Just like so. Okay, clean your paintbrush off. And what's the last primary color? Blue, you're right. Now, this is difficult because black and purple and blue kind of look similar. You want the one that is next to green, right? This blue, for some reason, seems really gooey, so just lightly spin it around. You're going to get a lot, don't worry. Okay, same as the other three. We're going to block this area off. Remember to control your paintbrush. The paintbrush does not control you. You guys are in 5th grade, and you can handle this type of skill work. Beautiful. Alright, now the fun part, we're going to be mixing secondary colors. And you're actually going to be mixing it on the side area. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and activate some of that red, and just go ahead and, best you can, place it right here. Okay, now don't go jumping into that yellow, because you're going to mix in the yellow, and that's not going to be fun. Okay, clean your paintbrush off, spin it around the yellow, and you're going to want a little bit more yellow than red. And then, voila, you have mixed right here, and that probably is a good amount to fill up this little pie shape. So, we're going to outline here, and fill it in. Now, I know what you're saying, Mrs. Weaver, there is an orange right in your paint palette. I'm just going to paint an orange. Tell you what, I'm going to know exactly what happened if you just use that orange, and that's cheating. Alright, you guys are here to mix, that's part of the lesson, so just have fun with it. There's no, bad orange. If it's a little too red, we can add yellow to it. Like this one, I could add a little bit more red to it because it's, could be a little bit darker. Alright, if you have any questions, I'm walking around, I can help you. Just don't grab the orange, that's no fun. Alright, so, we're going to next mix blue and yellow. What does that make? You're right, green, and guess what, there's a green here, but I'm going to know if you use it. So, I'm going to grab some blue first. I usually grab the darkest color first, because the darkest color can overpower the lighter color, so I just like to be cautious with that. Okay, I'm going to mix a whole lot of yellow in there. Notice there's not a puddle, it's just kind of wet. All right, I'm going to mix it together. I don't know if that's picking up that color. That's kind of like a lime green. So I think I'm going to add just like a touch of blue. There. Okay, these aren't going to be the brightest colors, but you guys still get the point. Block off the area. Alright, so the last color that we're going to mix is purple. So we're going to take a little bit of blue, a little bit of red. I will tell you that this is more of a muddier purple, and it's just because of the types of blues and reds that we have. So don't be sad. It's like a grape popsicle from the summer. Okay, so I will know, again, if you grab that normal purple, I want to see this type of purple. Alright, fantastic. We are done with the color wheel, but we are not done with watercoloring. The last step that we're going to make is taking our paintbrush with black, and we're going to outline all of your pencil lines to make this complete. So the black, not to be confused with the purple or blue, the black's on the very end. And you don't need much. Alright, just a little bit of water on your paintbrush, spin it around, and you can activate it. And I'm going to go in the same order that I drew this. Now when you're outlining, you can have a very thin line if you keep your paintbrush on your toes like this, or you can have a thick line if you bend down a little bit. So keep that in mind when you're doing the eyelashes, because you might want to start pressing down and get a thick line and then lighten up, so it goes thick to thin. Oops, I want a little bit more paint on that. There we go. I'm going to go. Alright, and sometimes you might have to reload your paintbrush, which is fine. Oops. These are going to be as thin as you can get them. Now, if you happen to pick up a big paintbrush and you're at this stage and you want a little paintbrush, just go ahead and switch it out. Trade with a friend, come see me, we'll get you set up. Now, eyebrows, as much as we like them to be thin and in a straight order, they're not. They're a little bit thicker. Ooh, that's really thick. Alright, and remember, they're kind of haphazard. And they're a little shorter than eyelashes, but it's a little denser. Alright, and the very last thing that we're going to do is actually outline the iris and fill in the pupil. So this is a chance if you had some stray paintbrush marks that went outside the circle, you can kind of capture them and cover them up by having a nice solid outline. Yeah, I cut some flyaways right there. And nobody will know. Oops, someone took my water. Again, if you want thinner outlines than I have right now, you can go pick yourself up a skinnier paintbrush, but I kind of like it thick like this. Alright, and that is almost a wrap. I kind of want to put like some very light watery lines right here. You don't have to, I just felt like that's what I wanted. Show some depth in the eyes. Alright guys, great job. I can't wait to see your finished product. And that is a wrap.